Welcome to New York. We won't be going to New York City. Morning, everybody. We are in Pennsylvania. We did a little stealth camping last night in a canoe launch parking lot. It's really pretty here. Got a little bit of snow, new snow, like half an inch maybe, if I'm being generous. And it's quite lovely out this morning. We are in Pine Creek Gorge, and there's a rail trail. So an old rail line that's converted to a trail. And I believe that bridge in front of me, back there, is part of the rail trail. It's very peaceful and quiet this morning. Where are you going? That's a big pile of sticks. I'm guessing there's critters in there. That's why you're so very interested in it. Well, there's just good stuff all over the place. Fluffy found himself a pretty fresh deer leg. Yep, that is the rail bridge. There's a bunch of fresh canine prints in the snow. Fresh canine prints that don't belong to Fluffy Dog. And I did hear a fox making fox noises last night, so I assume we have some local foxes. The one minor annoyance with stealth camping is that I have to throw these two big bags up on the roof so that I have room inside the Jeep. I don't want to keep them on the roof because it increases the wind resistance and weight up there, which is zero good for gas mileage or my suspension. So I do have to move two bags up top. But other than that, the Jeep is pretty comfortable. And I don't know what we're gonna do. Do you know what we're gonna do? I have a plan. We are going to continue driving through this canyon, get out of the canyon, and head to New York. There is a storm forecasted to pass through this area, potentially. They don't know exactly which direction it's gonna head, but something I'm keeping an eye on, and it's mainly if there's a lot of snow, I want someplace I can kind of hunker down for a couple days. And I think I may have found a suitable place in New York. Hopefully. And fortunately, the roads are plowed already. I actually knew that they were plowed already before I even got out of the car because the plows woke me up this morning. At 4 in the morning. But I am grateful that the roads are plowed. They still have their Christmas decorations up in Willsboro. I kind of like it. That is a cool old building. Very misty and foggy out today. Visibility is fine, but the mountains are shrouded in clouds. It's pretty. It's pretty. Kind of cool how the ice has pushed itself up against the rocks. And I just heard some ice cracking over there behind me. I'm not going ice fishing on this anytime soon. This is called Hammond Lake, and it was just driving by and saw a pretty lake. And there's a U.S. Army Corps of Engineers recreation area here, with a campground and picnic tables and all that stuff. It's really nice. I would have camped here if I had known this was an option. Or maybe I wouldn't have camped here. because one, it's closed for the season, and two, on weekdays, it's $40 a night. On weekends, it's $100 a night. That's insane. Welcome to New York. We won't be going to New York City. We'll be staying in the more rural areas and checking out the countryside. We have reached our first city of size, which is Corning, New York, home of Corningware. And they have a museum here that apparently is pretty impressive. Lots of glass sculptures and such. But it's $17 to get in, and it's actually a little warm for me to leave Fluffy in the car. He'd probably be fine, but it's nice outside. That is the Corning Museum of Glass. And this is the Chemung River. And the little town of Corning, where we're just driving downtown, is over there, just past this very large black building that I don't know what it is. And more of Corning. This is a really cute town. This is a nice little place to walk, though. It's kind of high up and overlooks the river and overlooks the town. It's a good place to let Fluffy Dog stretch his legs. So, no clue from the outside what is going on in that building to make it sound like a steam train. No idea. Maybe I will figure it out later, but at the moment it just remains a mystery. This would be a great place to hang out if you were the going to these type of places kind of person. Oh, so many things to buy. We can't buy anything. My budget right now is Walmart for the necessities. Okay, we gotta check out what these buildings are, because okay, there's the Rockwell Museum. That looks pretty impressive. It's a Smithsonian affiliate. And some churches. Wasn't sure, I just saw these tall things and was like, I want to go down that road. Cool churches. There's a lot of stuff here, and that's just me driving around a couple streets. But I don't have money to spend, so we are gonna go out to the woods. This town is called Watkins Glen, and there's a really big lake called Seneca Lake. Are you on full alert? We're not to our camping spot yet, but I think you're on full alert. And look at all the geese. So many geese. I don't think I've ever seen so many Canada geese in one place. I assume it's one of the few open bodies of water right now that's not covered in ice. Neat! Now we find out if it's icy or just snowy with some ice. And I am leaning towards the latter. This is a National Forest road, Seneca National Forest. And there should be some dispersed camping back here. I am not magically finding these camping sites. I have a number of apps that I'm looking at. iOverlander is the primary one, but I also have Onyx, and I also have Gaia GPS, and I also have one called Park for Night that is really good for stealth camping spots. And I think we're pretty close to the camping spot. Now I'm just gonna get a spot that's kind of flattish, which may be easier said than done. We're kind of flat. Not perfectly, but kind of. This will be great. Fluffy can run around. You want to run around? You want to run around right now? You're going to get to run around. He really doesn't actually do all that much running, but he does like to explore the local area. So, yeah, good spot. Are you satisfied with the campsite? Is it acceptable? This is quite acceptable. If the weather turns bad, the road is flat and I can still go out even if there's snow on it, or more snow on it. And it's nice and quiet and private. It's hard to tell because I fill his bowl up to the very tippy top, but he even ate some dinner. He didn't drink any water though. That is fresh mountain spring water, according to the bottle in his bowl. He does not want to drink it. He is eating snow instead. This is the way of Fluffy. Oh, he's eating again. What a good boy. You eat your foods. Don't mind me. I'm not even moving. Good boy. It's early afternoon, kind of between lunch and dinner. I'm just going to make myself a peanut butter sandwich, which is kind of an on-the-road staple. I have a lot of them. Peanut butter and jelly is kind of basic, but it hits the spot. It's probably not that bad for you. Are you very happy? Yeah. You want me to get the stick? I get the stick. You want the stick? You want the stick? 1, 2, 3. Get the stick. Where's the stick? He's an Arctic breed. Fetch is not his game. I just checked the weather and it is going to snow tonight. I don't think it's going to snow that much. It's certainly not a foot of snow or anything. So I think we're in a perfectly okay location. And in fact, I'm feeling a little bit of snow now. But not too worried about that. I think what I'm going to do is organize my really messy food drawer a little bit so that I can find things. And then I'm going to turn in. If you want to follow along with us, hit that subscribe button down below. It's free and it really does help. We'll see you down the road.